I'm so glad you're back. Would you be my neighbor? Time to put on the personal protective gear. Okay. And my eye protection. I'm using steel today, so gloves. Good idea. Today I want to take a look at pipe and conduit, the ways we might attach it together and the ways that we might cut it, those steps in our process. Let's do cutting first. Now, in addition to the chop saw that you saw before, there's another tool that's in our toolbox that is really useful here. We'll sometimes cut pipe with the abrasive wheel cutoff, but we can also use a pipe cutter or a smaller conduit cutter. We talked about the difference in wall thickness between conduit and pipe. Conduit is much thinner, and it's a type of tubing, and so the dimensions that are taken on conduit are outside dimensions. Remember, with pipe, it's always the inside dimension that's taken. So this piece of what looks to be 1-inch conduit is going to be best cut with a conduit cutter. And I can put that right on the conduit, like so. Spin it around a couple of turns, tighten it a little bit more, about a quarter turn, maybe a half. Turn it again. So spin it around 1 or 2 times. You see how this can be done handheld. You can also use a vise, which we'll use for the pipe here in a moment. But if you're in the field and you just need a particular piece cut down to size, this is the way to do it. There's a couple of advantages. One, there's a skinny little blade that cuts all that. So there's no curve. You put the cutting tool right on the line, get exactly the measurement that you want. Also, there may be little tiny burrs on the inside, but certainly on the outside of the cut, no burrs, no sharp edges. Let's take a look at what we do if we're going to cut pipe to size. We're going to put our pipe in a vise. Clamping it in place, nice and tight. And then put our pipe cutter on, tighten it down a little bit, run it around a couple times to get that first score, and turn it maybe a quarter to a half a turn. We've got a little bit more leverage, bigger tool, longer arm. One of your basic tools, things like inclined planes, wheels, you can make pulleys. All of these things are important. Now, a lever is another one of those. That was dramatic. No burrs, right on the spot, ready to go. If I'm going to have this around the shop for very long, I might take a file and go ahead and knock off the inside of that. But I wanted to once again point out the thickness of the wall of pipe as opposed to tubing. Tubing much skinnier. The wall of this is about 1/8 of an inch thick.